I can assume we all like to sleep here, right? Right, we all love sleeping. Do we all like to sleep in?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you regret it after?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Homer once said, far too much rest itself becomes a pain. Well, I feel like that, relates to all of us, how, like, sometimes we have a day off from work and from school, so we decide to, sleep in. And as we sleep in, we can sleep for another hour, and the next thing you know, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's already too late to do anything, and you regret not, planning your sleeping time better, and then you get upset with yourself and stuff. And then another thing that goes on with sleeping is we like to use the snooze button a lot. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but like sometimes we have to wake up at 8 so we can do something at 9. But we just take 5 more minutes to sleep, and then when we do so, we end up waking up at 8:35, and then we have to rush and do everything, which part of sleeping really messes things up. And getting used to sleeping is like you have to like pretty much manipulate your whole like day in order to make sure you have time to sleep. Otherwise, the whole hassle of what time you're supposed to sleep, because no one wants to sleep at 10 o'clock. At least I don't. But I usually sleep like at 12, and then I wake up at 8, and then I end up waking up at 8:30, like I previously said. So it's the way you manage your time also becomes a pain. So the way Homer says that pain itself, or sleeping time, rest itself, becomes a pain. I agree with everything you said in this talk. And that's my
Hit the snooze bar. All right, quizzing the audience an awful lot at the beginning is a little awkward, but you do get going on the point that you're trying to talk about. You identify the quote. I'm not exactly sure that you really have a thesis. In the long run, I guess you're mostly agreeing with the quote. So there is sort of a thesis. It should be a little bit clear. There's not really a preview, so structurally you want to do a bit better job at that. The supporting material, you got some good ideas. They just need to be fleshed out a bit. You need a story to go along with hitting the snooze bar or getting up later and some of the problems that you encounter with those sorts of things. And you're going to think of all those things, by the way. They're going to occur to you. They're probably already occurring to you. You're thinking, oh, I could have told that story or this one. And that happens all the time. People, remember something later and they say, oh, that would have been a good example to throw in there. The presentation issues your voice. I think you can project just a little bit more. You sound like you're rushing, trying to get through the speech. It's a little odd because I like the gestures that you have that are descriptive in nature, but it always feels a little awkward because I can hardly see your hands. You've got them buried in your sleeves. I know that's kind of the style of those sorts of shirts, but it feels a little bit like I'm watching, a turtle poke its head out of the sleeve there and say, hey, let me gesture a little bit and then pull back in. So it feels a bit awkward. Some of the same sort of thing about nervous expression. You're smiling and you're friendly, but sometimes it comes across a little anxious. At the end, you had a pretty good setup for the finish, but you did throw in that tagline that really shouldn't be necessary. So plan on being a little bit more graceful when it comes to that. Merci.